is.
Oh, this is like a nightmare. Okay, ready, you guys? Oh, there you go. Oh, thanks.
So this was your idea today? You were lying in bed this morning going, bathrobes, stools?
Well, I was lying in bed saying 4 dogs.
Wegman's photos hang in the offices of corporate CEOs, in museums, and on living room walls all over the world. Cute pet pictures they're not. Just try to buy one. A critic once called Wegman skewed 5 degrees from normal. He'd probably take that as a compliment. Combine 4 normal gray dogs with Wegman, and this is what you get.
You know, sometimes when I look at your photos, and as I look, who's this?
Batty.
That's Batty. When she opens her eyes, it's like there's a person inside. You know, I mean,
Their soul
literally
lights up, doesn't it? It just really does.
Do human characters come to mind when you look in the eyes of Faye and Bettina?
Yes, I think of Faye right now as being she can play a matron of the arts. She looks upper class, wealthy. She looks like she collects art, but sometimes she can look like a psychopathic killer like Ted Bundy, and she can look incredibly intelligent or incredibly insane.
What about Chundo?
He's actually more handsome in pictures, especially if he has a nice blazer on. And Batty is sweet and charismatic and comical. She's a sex pot. I always think of her as Lolita, especially in some poses. Lolita with dirty feet.
So they love you, but they kind of talk amongst themselves and say, that Bill, he's really into some weird stuff.
I wouldn't go that far. Really? Yeah, they're not that judgmental. Yeah. They like to do, not weird stuff, but hard stuff. They tend to say, oh, that Bill, he was too easy.
How does he get the dogs to do all this stuff? People ask Wegman this all the time. But there are no choke chains, no sedatives, no little dog yummies to coax them. The Weimaraner breed has been working with humans for hundreds of years. These are working dogs, Wegman says, and he's convinced them this is their job. They believe him.
They don't see it silly the way we do. They see it as really serious and important, just as tracking a quail or a fox. It's that important to them, doing a good picture, or at least keeping still for that moment.
About a minute from shutter to print. But you'd have trouble getting this Polaroid into the back of a pickup truck. There are only 5 of these babies in the world.
The easy load system. Just aim and shoot.
Forget wallet-sized prints. But having the picture right there makes it easy to improvise the next one, and the next one. Finding that next one perhaps best describes Wegman as an artist.
Have you made sense of the art world?
Oh, I made a few dollars, but not cents.
Don't be fooled. It's not as easy as it looks.
You got to hide a little bit more, Andrea.
Right here? Under the dog's arms.
If it were, everybody would dress up his or her pet, and Wegman's photos wouldn't go for up to $18,000 a pop.
Okay.
Of course, people try.
I get sent a lot of photographs by people that sort of shyly say, I also work with a dog, and here's my attempts. And it usually involves a hat and sunglasses.
Are you in touch with Weimaraner owners all over the world?
They're in touch with me. I had one person ring my doorbell one night, and I came out, and this guy was just grinning ear to ear, and he was pointing in his car, and I saw that he had a Weimaraner. I went, oh, very nice. That's one of the little things that happens to me that probably doesn't happen to you.
25 years ago, Wegman had a pet. That's how it all began. A dog he picked up for $35 and named for the artist Man Ray. Artistic collaboration wasn't exactly what he had in mind, but Ray kept nosing his way into the shots, so Wegman decided to make him part of the act. It was the beginning of a beautiful, if slightly odd, partnership, as in this early video work.
You got P-A-R-K was spelled correctly, and that was good. Wait a minute. And you spelled O-U-T right, but when it came to beach, you spelled it B-E-E-C-H, which is...
The timing was pretty amazing because I had just turned to video and photography when I got this dog who had tremendous charisma and a need to work, or a willingness to.
So it should have been like the ocean, B-E-A-C-H. See, that's the difference. Well, okay, I forgive you. But remember it next time.
Man Ray died in 1982, a bigger celebrity than his master. Wegman abandoned dog photography for the next 3 years. But then along came Fay Ray. Fay had pups, and the doggy franchise was back in business. Earlier this month, New York's Museum of Modern Art became a showcase for photos from Wegman's latest venture, a turn into storytelling. His illustrated children's book, Cinderella, is a fractured fairy tale even the most jaded adult can enjoy. With costumes, makeup, and cast, making Cinderella was every bit as challenging as shooting a movie. And fun.
The two front ones are great.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
Perfect. Let them sit, that's good. Standing's better, but sitting's okay.
Oh, good, good. Got it!
Curator of the museum's photography collection, Peter Galassi.
The great thing about them is that you completely accept the illusion at the same time that you're totally aware that it's entirely absurd. So it's fine for him to have this cheapo, cardboard printed fireplace.
The brush.
And the brush, that's right.
What do you think a dog art critic would say?
Fay's fairy tales continue soon with, what else? Little Red Riding Hood. That book comes out in the fall. So just where do we put William Wegman in the grand march of art history? Or dog history? Wegman is an original. And though he can't explain it, through the dogs, Wegman's artistic vision somehow comes through.
There's a certain level everyone can get, I guess, of those dog pictures. But there's a certain level only a few people get. I don't know who they are, but I'm one of them.